let's get cooking, baby.
Hey guys, welcome back. It is Bushcrafty Cooks once more doing another carnivore recipe. This is going to be meatballs in Parmesan cheese sauce. First of all, we have to make the meatballs, right? So what I usually do is, and I'm not measuring anything, so you'll have to guess as you're going. I'm going to say this is about a half a cup. We'll actually put in a little bit more than that. There we go. Might actually put in more than that. We got some garlic powder. Teaspoon of that. We got onion powder. Teaspoon of that. And we got some Italian seasoning. Teaspoon of that. Teaspoon sounds good, right? And we're going to go ahead and put one egg in there to kind of bind everything together. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There you go. Also, we're going to put some salt and pepper in there. Got my pepper mill right here. We're almost out of peppercorn now. There we go. And we got some pink Himalayan salt we're going to blab in there. Now the fun part comes. Yes, this is the fun part. Yay. I've got me a cookie sheet over here with some aluminum foil on it. But we have to mix all this up. We're going to have to use these things. So let's go ahead and get that going. Break up that egg a little bit. Get it mixed in there. And you guessed it. We got to mix this stuff together. And the cats are not happy about that, evidently. Try to get all this incorporated. Now, this is the point, is if you think you need some more of the pork rinds, and we're using pork rinds in place of what you would use breadcrumbs, but I think this looks good, and it's holding together really good, and that's what it's used for, is kind of a binder. So we don't want to overmix them too much, so we're good right here. I'm going to get our cookie sheet, which is right here. Let's put it over the side, and let's make meatballs. We can determine what size we want. Roll them up, do that thing. And I think this size is a good size for a meatball. You can make them smaller, you can make them bigger. You just kind of want to make them all about the same size. That way they all cook at the same time. You don't have a smaller one that is on the crispy side. You don't have bigger ones that are raw in the middle. Go ahead and get this done like this. We've all made meatballs, haven't you? If you haven't, you're missing out. There we go, a little bit more. Get them all in the meatball shape. There we go. And we'll probably get about 8 meatballs out of this. Maybe not. Maybe 7. Yeah, we're going to get 7 by the looks of it. There we go. last one might be on the big side. No, it'll be good. There we go. And this was just a little over a pound probably of ground beef. This is 80-20. You can get whatever you want. If you want it a little bit more on the fat side, and go ahead and get that. But this is what we're looking at right there. And I will be back in just a second after I wash my hands. Okay, you can kind of get a look at this. They are somewhat all the same size, so they should cook about the same time. And I would say probably about 20 minutes on these will about do it. And about halfway through is when I will start the sauce. So we'll move this over to the stove, and I'll show you how I do the Alfredo sauce that these will be either dipped in or smothered in. We'll be back as soon as we're ready for the sauce. Okay guys, we're back. In this little skillet we have 3 little tabs of butter. I don't know, tablespoon, maybe a little bit more. You decide. Again, I'm not really into measuring things. I just toss stuff in and it usually turns out good. But anyways, we're going to melt this down. And when we do this, we also have some Parmesan cheese. And we have some heavy cream, as you can see. Heavy whipping cream, heavy cream. You get it. Once this gets to where we want it, it's all melted, which it is now. We are going to go ahead and add some cream. Now, it'll vary how much you want to put in there. I won't actually put a little bit more. Now, this is going to have to cook down. So before we add our cheese to this, we're going to give this a little mixing, so to speak. You can see the butter within this. Now you may have some separation of butter and milk. That's fine. You know, it doesn't have to look pretty or anything like that. I usually, at this time, I usually put some herbs in there, which is Italian seasoning. And we're going to go ahead and add our garlic, which this is a garlic parmesan is what we're going for. We're going to get this mixed up. We're going to also put some pepper in here, because pepper is a must for a Parmesan sauce. We want to continue to stir this. Make sure your heat is not too high, because we don't want to scald any of this. We don't want no lumpy lumps in this. So we're going to go ahead and put this a little bit closer so that we don't make a bigger mess. We're going to continue to stir in the Parmesan cheese, like so. And continue to stir until we get this to a thick consistency of a sauce. There we go. We want a sauce, not a cheese. And yes, this is rubber. It's made out of plastic. Get over it. There we go. And it's already starting to thicken up already, so that's good. I think this will probably do it right here. Now, I didn't make too much sauce because I don't like too much sauce on my meatballs, because I like the meat. The meat is the showcase. Okay, we can start turning off our heat, because we're getting a little thick here, as you can see. That is an Alfredo sauce. Easy peasy, right? I've seen people make the Alfredo sauce with cream cheese. You can do that. I like this much better. Now, we'll go ahead and this stage is done. We can remove this. We can keep the cheese for topping. But there you have it. There is the Alfredo sauce. You can make it thicker if you like it really thick cheese sauce, or this is the consistency of Alfredo sauce. So we're going to keep it at this right here. And we'll be back when we start plating this stuff up. So hang tight. Okay guys, we have our meatballs. They're all nicely cooked. Here is our Alfredo sauce. It thickened up quite a bit while just sitting here waiting. And we're just going to drizzle this. Oh yeah. Look at that cheesy goodness. And I'm going to use every bit of this. I probably should save some of this because this stuff is like gold for using it for pork rinds or something like that. Ooh. Or just on top of your burgers or something like that. Oh yeah. That's good stuff right there. Oh man. Look at that. Now doesn't that just look scrumptious? Now we've got our leftover Parmesan that I shredded up. We're going to go ahead and put that on top. You can put some good salt on there too if you'd like, which is exactly what I'm going to do. You can see this is the good stuff. There we go. And this is ready to eat. Man, look at that. Oh, that's some good stuff there. Okay, now it is time for my favorite part of these videos. It's the tasting part. Oh, look at that. Well, nicely cooked. Oh, yeah. And I'm going to garage this really good. Oh, man. Maybe that's too big of a bite. You know, nah. Ooh, look at that. Oh, here you go. Yum, 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 yum. Oh, that Alfredo, garlic Alfredo sauce, so good. Let me tell you, this is one of my favorite carnivore meals that I make. Oh, this is so good. This Alfredo sauce goes with it so much. But there you have it, guys. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and shut this off so I can finish eating. Until next time, like always, there goes the cats. Happy cooking.